Did you hear that Frankenstein has moved out of the Mad Doctor's castle? It's true. He now rents his very own apartment. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Monday, and thank you for being here tonight. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy early Halloween. Hope you've enjoyed your weekend, and that your week is now getting off to a good start. My week is starting off with this, so it's a real horror show. But we're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna try to beat this game. We'll see how it goes. Probably be with you for 3 or 4 hours tonight. At some point I'll have to take a BRB to take the dog out. And we'll just see how the night treats us. But once again, yes, thank you very much for being here. We've got Dead Zergling first in chat, along with EpiPen, Sir Rack of Lamb, Lucent Jelly, Uncle Muscles, Master Tuesday. Welcome in, all my friends. Happy Monday, everyone, and happy Tuesday to Master Tuesday. Do you think he'll upgrade to a 5-mansion later, Zergling says? Well done. How is this game? This game is a disappointment. This game is a disappointment. It is almost incredible, but it's so difficult that it kind of ruins the experience. If you had, so it needs 3 changes. The controls need to be a little different. The enemy respawn shouldn't exist. And you need a couple continues, please. But because it doesn't have those things, it's rough. It's rough. It's almost great. It looks good. It sounds great. I like a lot of the music. Levels are pretty diverse. There's a couple, like, repeated, like, environments, but there's a lot. There's a lot of, like, different enemies, a lot of different area, like, decor, and it's almost really good. Before moving, he had to place all of his belongings into a storage unit. Very nicely done, Sir Rakalam. Very nicely done. Enemy respawn can ruin a game. Yeah, it makes this pretty rough. Especially for the type of game it is, because it's a wander around, explore the map kind of game. Like, really, the enemies shouldn't respawn because it really hurts exploration. Like, in something like Mega Man, I don't get bothered too much by the enemy respawn because or I don't feel like I do conceptually, at least. In the moment, I probably complain about it a lot, but with Mega Man, like, it's not exploratory, it's very linear, so you're supposed to be moving forward with momentum anyway. The enemies kind of only respawn if the enemy respawn's really only an issue if you're kind of messing around instead of moving forward. But this is exploratory, so you're supposed to mess around and not move forward. So the enemy respawn is punishing you for doing what you're supposed to do. I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like what it does to me. So I'm really disappointed, because I really like Dr. Franken 1 and 2 on the Game Boy. I'm a real big fan of those games. But this one, I don't think I'm going to come away liking this game very much. I'm currently kind of down on it. Mile High Roll, welcome in. Mr. Frowned, aka Frown Man. The man with the happiest frowns. Yeah, the respawn really messes with the tempo of the game. What about in Banjo-Kazooie? slash 2E better or worse with the enemy respawn? There isn't any enemy respawn in the Banjo games, is there? I thought once you clear enemies out in the Banjo games, don't they stay gone until you exit and return to the map? There isn't in Kazooie, but there is in 2E. Oh, I guess it didn't bother me in 2E because I didn't even remember that. Yeah, respawn is nice when you need to farm in Mega Man. Exactly. Yeah, in Zombies Ate My Neighbors, yeah, the enemy respawn. It's not really, well, it's not really enemy respawn in Zombies Ate My Neighbors because the enemies aren't like for enemy respawn, the enemies have to always appear at a fixed point and then like come back when that point scrolls off and onto the screen. In Zombies, it doesn't really work that way. The enemies in Zombies don't really respawn. They're constantly generated by the map. Like if you just stand still, enemies will grow up out of the ground in the environment constantly. So it's not really respawn. It's more like it's kind of like constant generation. It does make it hard to explore, though. Either way, technicalities aside, it does make it very hard to explore. Alright, let's go ahead and start playing the game. We're going to be redoing everything a lot, so might as well dive in and press some buttons. My dad and my sister chipped in together, and they sent Jelly and me a rocking chair. Which is, you know, something that is supposed to be very good to have when you have a baby in your house. A rocking chair is a very useful piece of furniture. So it arrived a couple days ago, and I left it in the garage until I had time to build it. Last night I brought the box into the house, and I opened the box, and when I did, like hundreds and hundreds of little tiny seeds just spilled out, just poured out of the box all into the floor. All these little seeds, and I was very perplexed, and was like, did they include these seeds? Because it's a wooden rocking chair, and it's like handcrafted, and you know, it's really nice. It's maybe not quite as fancy as that description makes it sound. It's really a very simple sort of design, but it's a very, very nice rocking chair nonetheless. But I was like, did they include these seeds to like give the wood like a particular scent or something like that? Like, is that what they've done? Why didn't they warn me there's gonna be a catastrophe when I opened it? And I figured it out. I figured out what happened. Apparently some sort of small critter got into our garage and opened up a package of birdseed and transferred the birdseed from the bag of birdseed and stashed it into the rocking chair box. Over the couple days when it was hanging out in the garage, some critter was storing those away for the winter. Oh, I thought that was pretty great. I'd plant them, Uncle Muscle says. Yeah, so I don't think they'll grow because I think they like dried out or baked or I don't know, preserved in some way to be used as birdseed. That's the best story I've ever heard, Mile Arrow says. Well, that might be higher praise than I deserve, but it was an interesting little adventure. I built the rocking chair, though. I successfully put it together, and am very pleased with it. It was a little tough. It was a little tough because one of the holes was very slightly misaligned, so I had to. It took me like 15 minutes to get one of the bolts in because I had to kind of wiggle and maneuver it just right to compensate for the misalignment. No good cause to mourn how few stories Mile High Rule has heard. I have heard a lot, Mile High Rule insists. So I've got a really good handle in the first few stages of this game, and I don't guess the game will be that difficult to beat. Well, I don't know. Some of the stages are really hard. I think it's going to take a long time, but a lot of it is just learning the stages. I wonder if that backflip always gives me a big battery. I think it does. I think the backflip is the way to go for every enemy. Well, maybe not every time, but... I'm now sad for the critter. Well, he's gonna be upset when he comes back. I mean, hopefully he doesn't come back. I hope he doesn't get back into my garage. I'm pretty sure he got in there because I left the door open when I took the dog for a walk. I don't think there's damage to, I don't think there's damage to the garage where critters can wander in and out freely. It's a sign that it's time to watch the Ewok movies in the rocking chair with Junior. Well, I've already said the Ewok movies will be the first Star Wars movies that my son watches. I've already made you that agreement. So even if it doesn't happen quickly, you've got my word on that. I like these graphics. Yeah, I like the look of the game a lot. I'm very pleased with I'm actually really pleased with most of the aspects of the game. Like, I like how it looks. Like, explore the level and collect the things is a fine premise. Like, I like games that play like this. Right? I really like the music. I've complimented the music a lot. I think it's mostly really, really good. It's just a few quirks make it really frustrating to try and beat. Why is this not moving? I missed something somewhere. Uh-oh. Rip. Magic Sun, welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight. While I appreciate that, Zergling says, I also understand your word has a statute of limitation of about 5 minutes. Oh, so you're not suggesting that I'm mercurial now, are you? Oh, AHO Zobrain, welcome in. Is that excitement for this game? Oh no. I always said if I ever had kids, the first movie I would show them is The Dark Crystal. Oh, The Dark Crystal's great. I love that movie. Very nice choice. Or Spirited Away. Any Ghibli movie, to be honest. I've actually never watched all of Spirited Away. I've seen part of it. Oh, I am being destroyed. This is bad. I've yet to watch the TV series. Yeah, I haven't checked it out. I don't know that I'll bother. There's like late sequel or reboot spin-off things. I largely just stick to the originals. I tend not to care about the revival attempts. I recall enjoying the novelization of The Dark Crystal. I read the novel adaptation of it, and enjoyed reading through that quite a bit. Oh my goodness. I thought it was curtains for me. So Rack of Lamb says I really enjoyed the Dark Crystal series. Right on. The Frownie only watches the Rankin and Bass Hobbit and the original Lord of the Rings cartoon. That original Lord of the Rings cartoon is terrible. The Hobbit is amazing though. I love the Rankin and Bass Hobbit. It's fantastic. But oh boy, that Lord of the Rings cartoon is terrible. The Return of the King cartoon is a little better. I think it's also Rankin and Bass. It looks like it. It's a little bit different in tone. They made it more like kid friendly and put in more music numbers. Well, I guess there's a lot of music. I take it back. There's a lot of music in the Hobbit, the Rankin and Bass Hobbit, but it's like music pulled out of the book. For the Return of the King, they made up music, and it's like not as good. It's a lot cornier. The Return of the King cartoon is cornier. It's a little slow, but I think they did their best to hold true to the story. Are you talking about the Dark Crystal yet, or Sirac of Lamb? Or are you talking about The Hobbit and or The Lord of the Rings? The Dark Crystal. I'm usually original always be better, but Silent Hill 2 and Final Fantasy 7 remakes were great. You like the Hobbit movie? Right on. Did the music have a "You Shall Not Pass" remix? No, that part's in the middle one in the Lord of the Rings movie. I don't think there's any music in that one. Apparently, the artist connected to the Lord of the Rings animated film is like a really beloved artist, but I don't know. It's just not a very good film. It's got all this like gimmicky like rotoscoped animation that mostly is really not great looking. Have you played the Lord of the Rings SNES game? I've played a little bit of it, Mile High Roll. It's pretty terrible. It's impossible to figure out what in the world you're supposed to do in that game. As much as I love drawing maps too, you'd think it'd be like my game of the year every year. What am I doing wrong? Time over. Hey, him, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, him and watch. Hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Yeah. Thought I'd say hi before getting my kids. Right on, right on. Yeah, I've stepped away a little bit since the baby was born. My Twitch time and streaming time, my time for streaming and for watching are both cut back a bit. So yeah, I've not seen people quite as much as I would like. But slowly we'll get back into the swing of things. We had a son, little baby boy. He's 2.5. He's about almost 3 weeks old now. Shout outs to him and watch my friends. Another excellent streamer. Super chill and friendly guy. We've been heading over there every now and then with a raid when we're lucky enough to catch him, and highly recommend giving a follow. Welcome in. Is that Axie? Thank you for the congrats. Thank you for the congrats. Another streamer pal had a baby girl. Welcome to the club, Daddy Frownie. Hey, thank you, him. It's something we've been looking forward to for a long time. And you were talking about, you said you were talking about how difficult things would be, and you said, well, maybe not. He said sometimes you're lucky and you have an easy baby. And I mean, I don't want to jinx myself, but so far he's not that. He's pretty easy to take care of. He's pretty laid back. We'll see. We'll see as he gets older and his personality starts to develop. How much he makes me eat those words. Oh, and I'm sorry. I've actually been asked about Dark Souls 2 a couple times now. No, we haven't beat it yet. We haven't beat it yet. I defeated last time we played. I defeated the Smelter Demon and the Old Iron King, and then it seemed like I was pretty done with that area. And so next time I play, I don't know where to go. So next time is like explore the map and figure out what to do next. So that'll be exciting. But we're kind of at a good stopping point, and I knew I was going to be streaming less / kind of inconsistently. So we're just taking a little break from Dark Souls and Pizza Tower and Punch Out. We're going to go back to all of those. But I thought we'd just take a little break and play a few Halloween games, and then maybe pick those up again next month. You got it, Axie. Right on, right on. Super nice guy, also a streamer. Oh, excellent. Can't pronounce his name either. Uh, you look super cool and relaxed. I reckon your boy might be like you. Are you lucky man? Hey, thank you, him. That's very kind of you to say. I definitely get bent out of shape in my own ways. But hopefully he will take my better qualities. Yeah, the Smelter Demon was rough. The Smelter Demon was rough, and I only beat him just with luck. I didn't learn anything. I didn't do any better strategy. I just kept running in there and bonking him on the head with an axe until finally on one run I got lucky. uh, it was not really not. I didn't feel like a very deserved victory, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. He's in the grave and I'm not, so I win. It doesn't matter how he got there. Just finished Tomb Raider 1 for the third time in my life. I felt I was on your retro path. Oh, nice. I haven't played Tomb Raider yet. That's one of the games. I'd hoped to do Tomb Raider this year, but I'm running out of time, so that's probably going to have to be a next year game. There are a couple of PlayStation games I wanted to play this year, but I was too slow at beating other things, so I think Tomb Raider will have to be next year. Gotta pick up one of the kids. Right on. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you again for the raid, and we'll see you again. But thank you very much, him. And yeah, for everyone, if you've just come in, thank you for checking out the stream. I'm mostly a retro streamer. I stream late night, a couple nights a week currently. Used to be more, but I've stepped back since I'm a new dad. I've stepped back a little bit for a little while. But I'm primarily a retro guy. I have a very aggressively blind playthrough style. So I don't like to read manuals. I don't like to look stuff up. I don't like getting hints and help. I like to struggle and suffer and do everything very organically, just hands on the controller experience. So it might seem kind of unfriendly because I don't like people giving me tips and talking to me about the game. And I'm sorry that I know it comes across that way, but what I want to do is present a view of like what it's like if you were playing this game in the 80s and you didn't have internet and you didn't have any friends and you rented it for the weekend and you're stuck. Would it have been possible to figure out? In my case, yes, but at what price is what I usually learn. Congrats on being a new dad. Thank you, Magic Son. Thank you very much. It's exciting times. It's exciting times. I'll tell you one thing. One thing that baby man got from me is he sleeps all day and then he's awake all night. uh, He just is just crashed all day long. Like, we have to wake him up to get him to eat. He doesn't even, like... I mean, he will, like, if we left him for a really long time, I think he would wake up on his own to eat, but we've got him, you know, he needs to eat more regularly than he seems to wake up for naturally during the day, and then all night he just doesn't go back to sleep at all. So, I don't know why this was blocked before and is now no longer blocked. There's some aspect of this game that I actually don't understand. It's shock and horror and amazement. Okay, this stage is a free stage. There's no enemies. We can still die, so I have to be careful, because I can fall into a pit and die, but mostly this is like a bonus stage. Oh no. I think missing that jump means I'm blocked out of one of the 1-ups. Can I? Oh, never mind. Oh no. No. Well, I can maybe get the 1-up I missed before. I have to, since I threw a life away. Alright, well, at least we got that. Oh, that's horrible. I still have to clear the stage, too. At least we can do it from here. So I didn't gain... Well, I got 1 extra life. I should have come out of this with 3 extra lives, and instead I gained only 1. Oh, that's bad. Alright, and I don't know this stage, so I don't know if I'll be able to clear it or not. I've been here before, but I haven't beaten this stage yet. I don't understand. Oh. Okay, well, I figured out what I need to know about the stage. Hey, Game and Fit, welcome in. Favorite Mario game of all time, spin-offs included? Difficult question, Game and Fit. I don't know. I really like Mario Brothers 3. And I really like Mario 64. I haven't replayed Mario 64 in a while. Maybe I would hate it if I played it again. I don't know what I think about how it holds up. I really like Paper Mario too, but not as much as the platformers. So maybe Mario 3. That's what I'd lean to right now. I like, who do you call to maintain a spooky monster? A Frank engineer. That's really good. I figure these are Mario 3 or Mario World. Yeah, I like the world design. I like the level design in Mario World. I like the big open levels with lots to do in them. I don't like the cape as much as I like the tail when it comes to flying mechanics. And the overall like art style. I just like the rougher 8-bit art style of Mario 3. Mario World has a little bit more of a like kind of a like a goofier art style. It's classic in its own way, but it doesn't appeal to me as much. When it comes to Mario 3, I like the physics, I like the aesthetic, I like the power-ups. It's got the best power-ups. I just wish the levels were longer. All the levels in Mario 3 are really, really short. That's the big drawback to that one for me. Feel off today and take a day or two off from the gaming and the drinks. Feel like now is a good time for some good old R&R. Hard to beat Brothers 3. 64 is a great game, but I can't say it's near perfect. It's been a while since I've played it. Mario Odyssey could probably be my favorite Mario game if it didn't have the capture mechanic. I like most of the Cappy movement and stuff. Like I like being able to throw Cappy and bounce off of him. Like I like Cappy's utility for platforming, but I don't like captures. And I don't like how like I constantly like want to use Cappy as a weapon, and then I just end up accidentally capturing enemies I don't mean to capture. It's really annoying. So see, that's the thing. I like Cappy. I like all of his platforming utility. I just don't like the capturing. Oh my goodness. This enemy just fly through my attacks. Why not? Yeah, the timer. Timer's pretty rough. Once you know the level, well, I was going to say, once you know the level, the timer doesn't really get in your way, but I know this level really well, and I still end up timing over with unfortunate regularity, so... Oh, I have to hold the jump button. I was like, why am I not getting any altitude? What's wrong? Curses. The timer is really sneaking up on me. To get these enemies out of my way. Let's go. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Alright, can I please not lose more lives than I gain? The stage was such a catastrophe last time. Life is bad. Yeah, we got all the 1-ups though, so I can just head right to the exit. Let's go clear out Australia. No, my days are numbered. Oh, rip the deathless run. Your account. Oh, my days are numbered. Get me out of here. Okay. So that stage in South Africa is really, really tough. I got a lot of lives, so now's the best time to try it, I suppose. No! I died on top of a health item. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. The respawn in this game is criminal. The respawn in this game is criminal. Get the UFO out of here. Is that a finger? It's like curved backward. It's a broken finger. Get me out of the stage, please. Alright, well, I know how to do that stage now. I learned a thing. This is a PB, by the way. It's gotta be. I feel like this has gotta be the most stages I've ever cleared in one go. What is that? 7 stages? It's pretty good. I think this is a bonus stage, but a really tough one. I don't think I've actually cleared it. Oh, there's a 1-up right there. Can I still get it, please? No. So where's the exit? Dr. Franken, this is why no one likes you. Where on earth am I supposed to go? Oh, please. This is a terrible level. This is just a terrible level, plain and simple. This game is physically impossible. I'm pretty sure that jump there is mandatory. I'm pretty sure there's no way around this jump, and it is not happening. It's amazing how I'm able to jump over stuff that, like, you just really shouldn't be able to. Ugh, I hate it. How in the world was I too slow for that? I don't buy it. Cool. From the top. The hitboxes on this are just indescribably bogus. Hey, Butterfingers, welcome in. Dr. Franken start over. Yeah, more or less sums it up. It's kind of like Pugsley's scavenger hunt, where, like, there is a degree to which, like, the stages are fun to redo after you know how to do them. But learning them is a frequently painful experience. There's no in-between frames when you duck. When you tap down, it's just 2 frames of animation. I don't know if that technically qualifies as animation. Did you say Pugsley and fun in the same sentence? Yeah, I kind of grew like a begrudging appreciation for Pugsley the more I played it. I had a lot more fun with it than I should have by the end. I don't recommend it. It's a terrible game. I warn everyone against, but I can't say I never had fun with it. It's like a infomercial. Like, you know, when you hear me talk about having fun with Pugsley's scavenger hunt, like there needs to be some fine print on the screen that says results not typical. Rough. Missing that jump is rough. I find 350 degrees an excellent temperature to cook this cartridge, Game and Fit says. Oh. Coward. There's a very real chance I could learn to do this whole dumb game deathless. Because that's a hard level, and I made it through without a death. Hey, Derek, welcome in. Welcome in. probably die on this level. Ooh, I missed that jump. Can I still... It's pretty good. I just tied my PB. I just tied my PB with no deaths. Oh, no. Frownie said deathless run. Now he has to make it happen. Please, no. I can see you doing this deathless too, but at what cost? Game and Fit says. Exactly what cost? I still don't know how to do any of these other stages, so you know, don't. These are all the stages I've cleared now are all the stages I know how to do. Now I'm up to the stuff I don't really know. I know how to do Alaska as well. I've made it to some of these other stages, but I haven't worked out, like, the best way to run through them. Watched 2 horror movies today. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse and Happy Death Day to You. I think I saw the Happy Death Day sequel. I know I saw the first one. I think I saw the second one too. I don't remember it very well though. The other movie I've never even heard of. Look up some Japanese game shows, Game and Fit says. Jelly and I've been watching a British, like, game show, in quotes. It's kind of a comedy game show called Taskmaster, and it's pretty great. I have a bunch of episodes of it up on YouTube, so we've been kind of going through those when the baby's keeping us up. I put those on in the background. Look no further than Knock Knock for a scary indie game, Game and Fit says. Don't know that one either. No, when are we going back to passwordless Tyson? Probably next month. Buddha Fingers. All the games that we're still working on, like Pizza Tower and Dark Souls 2, I'll probably pick up again sometime next month. I just figure since the stream's going to be kind of irregular, you know, for a while, and it is October, I would just play some spooky stuff. Take a little break from our big projects, but we'll definitely go back to them. Well, definitely. I'm not giving up on, I'm not giving up on those dreams. Just taking a little break. Both the movies you watched are the same director, Derek says. I did not know that. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. That was too slow. Gonna be too slow again because those enemies damaged me. Alright, maybe not. Well, there's a thing. like it. Oh, hey, we have a raid coming in. Very nice. Welcome in, Raiders. Covert, thank you for the raid. Welcome to Adventures of Dr. Franken. I'm plugging along with this game. Trying to get it knocked out. Hopefully you had a good stream tonight. If you got a moment to spend some time with us, we'd love to hear what you're up to and how it treated you. If you're tired out or you got something you got to run to, definitely understand that as well. So no pressure. But thank you for the raid. Spent the past 4 hours running back and forth, hatching eggs in a Pokemon game. My brain is numb, Choso says. Oh, the grind, the grind. Hopefully you got some good reward out of it. He also did Freaky, which is also really good, Derek says. I think I saw that one. I think Jelly and I watched that one. That has Vince Vaughn in it, I think. Just finished Rusty for the PC-98. A Castlevania clone. Oh, very nice. Very good pixel art and music. Also very difficult. Amazing, amazing stuff. Rusty. Yeah, I don't know that one. I'm a huge Castlevania fan, though, so Castlevania clone makes my ears perk up. And yeah, I remembered that you came by recently with the raid. I just didn't remember which game it was for. I don't remember if it was this or I was playing Zombies Ate My Neighbors recently. So they're both kind of, Halloween monster games, so they blend together in my memory. I don't do a lot of it's a PC-98. I don't know if I know what the PC-98 is. PC-9, unless like we're talking about a computer. PC-98. I see. I had to look up. I'd look up what it was because I'm kind of ignorant of the world outside of the typical sort of just mainline consoles. Oh yeah, this looks very Castlevania. Right on. It actually inspired a lot of stuff for Rondo of Blood. They have a bunch of similarities in character designs and stuff, but Rusty was released 3 months earlier. I can see sort of the anime artwork, I imagine, as part of the influence. They're very, very popular computers in Japan. The same company made the PC Engine. Okay, the TurboGrafx I've definitely heard of. I see. Right on. I don't know that I'll ever get to get around to checking out that game myself, but I have to say, taking a glance at the screenshots of it, I am intrigued. I still haven't ever played Rondo of Blood. I have a handful of Castlevania games. I just said I'm a huge Castlevania fan, but I've got a handful of the games I've never played yet. Chozo says no reward yet. I know someone who spent 120 hours on one Pokemon. I want a shiny Ampharos because it's pink instead of yellow. It's a bipedal sheep. I'm using a good computer and not used to the keyboard. Oh. Castlevania Symphony of the Night or die, EpiPen says. Oh, you won't like to hear what I have to say about Symphony of the Night then. Rusty has a DOS port, but I wouldn't recommend it at all. PC 98 version has a fan translation as well. If I get a if I ever get into a position where I've got a decent computer, then that'll have to be something I look into emulating. I imagine PC 98 is emulatable. Yeah, I'm in good company with Chozo on Symphony of the Night. The thing is, I don't hate Symphony of the Night, but I didn't play it when it was new, and I think my opinion of it suffers because of that. Because by the time I played Symphony of the Night, I had already played Circle of the Moon, and I'd already played Order of Ecclesia, and so the kind of thing Symphony of the Night does, I'd already seen done in other games that I like better. And I don't really like, those RPG Castlevanias very much anyway. I prefer the platformers. So there's a lot to prevent me from being a huge fan of it. That's the only Castlevania game that you like, EpiPen? Yeah, we don't see eye to eye on that. But that's fine. I'm happy to let you play Symphony of the Night, and I'm happy to play a lot of the other Castlevania games for you. So, we got each other's back. You can play the games I don't like, and I'll play the ones you don't like. And together we'll conquer them all. Has an emulator called Nico Project. Works perfectly. Nico Project. I'm going to switch to sleep mode, Game and Fit says. Good night, Game and Fit. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well, my friend. Take good care of yourself. I don't like any of the Castlevania games. That mean I get along with everyone, Zergling says. That's exactly what that means, Zergling. I mean, my favorite Castlevania games in order from, in order are Castlevania 1, Castlevania 64, Castlevania Bloodlines, and then Order of Ecclesia and Castlevania the Adventure. So my top 5 list is atypical. I'm gonna be lurking as well. Keep on rocking on. Hey, thank you, Copert. Thank you again for the raid. Very much appreciated. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. I think Frownie would like Richter runs in Symphony of the Night, Buddhafinger says. So that's like Richter's like more like traditional Castlevania than Alucard. I mean, I had fun with Symphony of the Night. I enjoyed playing through it. But I just don't love it. One run was, you know, maybe enough for me. Very much. So maybe I could be talked into playing this Richter mode. Alucard is like Vampire Samus. See, the thing is, and here's the thing. If the Metroidvania games were more like Metroid, I would like them a lot more. But they're like Metroid in their map design, but they're not like Metroid in their mechanics. Metroid does not have an RPG system. There's no levels and experience. There's no food and equipment in Metroid. All that stuff's the stuff I don't care about. I don't want experience points. I don't want levels. I don't want food. I don't want equipment. Just get that stuff out of here. I don't care about any of that stuff. I like Metroid and Zelda style upgrades. Like my health, I like my health to increase from heart containers, and I like my upgrades to be like new items that I get for beating bosses or finding secret areas. Like those are the kind of upgrades and character progression I like in games. I don't like all the numbers nonsense. Get that stuff out of there. If they made if the Metroid Castlevania stripped out all those numbers and it had Metroid style item upgrades, I'd probably love them. Because I like the Metroid games. They're a lot of fun. That's why I love Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's a lot like Metroid. I haven't done the Prime games. 2D ones. Forgot how many Metroid games you played. I've played 4. We've done Zero Mission, Super Metroid, Fusion, and Dread. I still want to do the rest. Metroid 1 scares me. I really want to do Metroid 1, but I know it's going to take me a long time. I'm intimidated by it a little bit. But yeah, I need to do Metroid 1, I need to do Metroid 2, and I need to do the Prime games. I know there's a few others, but I don't think I can play the others. Like the DS games. I don't have the equipment. Miss Dread. I think that game pre-patch is in top 3 in the series. Yeah, we did Dread pretty close to its release. It's been a couple years. Metroid Symphony of the Night would be the best. Metroid on NES is rough. Yeah, several years ago, like almost a decade ago, I was trying to beat Metroid on the NES. I was playing it. I was trying to do it blind and draw my own maps, and I was playing with permadeath. And I got pretty good at about the first third, I think, of the game, but I just couldn't make that victory happen. Oh, there's a spring here. Okay. Oh, the bird! Get out of my way! I'm hurting. Oh, I thought that might be a better item. Hey, Mock, welcome in. Do you have any Tiger Electronics games? No, I don't think I ever owned any of those. I owned a Game and Watch, um, but it wasn't a regular Game and Watch. It looked like a Game Boy, and it had like an LCD screen with a really basic like Mario game of some kind on it. I don't really remember how it was played, but I got it as a mail-in prize for collecting Kool-Aid points. So I had that. That's the closest thing I had, but I didn't actually have any of like the Tiger games. I had a friend who had a couple of them. I never understood them. I could never figure out what you're supposed to do. They never made sense to me. Metroid on NES, without a map, won't take you that long. Maybe a few weeks. If this is your first Metroid game, good luck. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just could never find. I could never find Ridley. I feel like maybe I got close to him a couple times, but it's so hard to like find your way around the map in that game. Everything looks the same, and it just goes down forever and ever and ever. Yeah, I think you'll beat Metroid with no issues and in less time than Air Fortress, Sir Ecaflam says. No way. Richter mode has none of the experience or equipment. You have all your powers from the start. Yeah, I think that might be the way to play it. I might would consider doing a Richter mode playthrough of Symphony of the Night. I'd probably walk away. I might walk away liking that a lot more. I imagine it's hard. I imagine it's really tough to beat, but so be it. Everything I play is tough to beat. I had football, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Dragon Ball Z from Tiger. I hear that. Metroid on NES is fun to play, not fun to actually put an effort to beat. Yeah, I'd like to do it. I want to check it off the list. Oh. I don't know where the last... I don't know where the last thing is. I thought that... I thought that it was in the top right over here, but... Oh, it probably is. This is... Nope. Why? Why is this level impossible? The hardest of the third wave NES games by Nintendo were the original Zelda, then Metroid, then Kid Icarus. Zelda 1 beat that for the first time this year. You've played a lot of Angry Video Game Nerd games lately, have I? What have I played lately? I've done this. I've done Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I've done... What else have we done recently? Nightmare on Elm Street. Metal Storm. I don't think he's done Metal Storm or Zombies, has he? Always one kid who beat it and knew the ending of Metroid back then and told you the character was female. I don't know when I learned that about Samus. I feel like I knew. I didn't really know about the Metroid games when I was real young. So I think that was already like a well-known fact by the time I learned about Metroid. Fester's Quest, Nightmare, Friday the 13th, this. All right. Well, I mean, we're looking at a pretty long stretch of time. So because Fester's Quest and Friday the 13th were a couple months ago. But, I mean, it's bound to happen, right? I like trash games, and that's kind of his thing, too. So there's bound to be overlap. I don't know what to do about this level. Alright, well, let me go somewhere else for a while. I don't want to waste all my lives there. That's not too long ago? Oh, it feels like a long time ago, though. This is another stage. I don't actually know how to clear this stage. I played Star Trek The Next Generation on NES. No, I don't think I've ever played a Star Trek game. Not on a console, anyway. I played, there was a Star Trek game on the Commodore 64 that we had when I was a kid that I played a bit of. I never really knew how to play it. I never really understood the game. But I tried to play it. I tried to play it when I was a kid. Never had a Commodore 64? Yeah, all my first games were Commodore 64 games. I didn't have, I guess, the hugest collection of games for it, because there's so many. It's the Commodore 64 library is just absolutely massive. There's a bazillion games, but there's just so many that I never played or never even heard of for it even. We do Commodore stuff on the stream sometimes, but I've been really slacking on it for a long time. I'm really, I'm a lifetime now overdue for some C64 stuff on the stream. It's just been too much of a hassle to get it going. Saw one at the flea market one time, didn't know what it was, didn't have the monitor. Well, you can use any sort of old TV for a monitor for one, really. If you have any sort of old CRT, I think it'll work for in place of the monitor. The Commodore 64 monitor itself makes for a really good TV. It's got really nice quality to it. But it's easily replaceable if you don't have the official monitor. I do believe, unless I'm mistaken, that is the case. Well, I found the exit. I never knew where the exit was until now. So I've made progress on this level. I'm about to die again. Can you put an antenna on it? You can hook it to, it doesn't have a receiver in it. You can hook it to a VCR, though, and let that do your receiving for you. Because that's what I did. I plugged a VCR into my Commodore 64 monitor when I was a kid, and that was my TV in my bedroom growing up. And I hooked all my consoles to it by running them through the VCR. You could plug them in directly, but I always put them through the VCR. That way, if I wanted to, I could record game footage onto tapes, which I used to like to do. No, it's not a coaxial. There's not coaxial on the C64. It's composite, like the RCA cables. But it's only, actually, I don't know. There's input on the back. I don't know what kind of input's on the back. The front inputs are just video and mono audio. But I don't think it has a coaxial port. I think it has a weird, like, proprietary port on the back. I haven't looked at it in a while. You just do that too, Mock. Right on. The taping the games. I'm in good company. Oh, cool. That raft is bogus. All right. Well, we collected all the things, so all I have to do is go to the exit now. So we should be able to clear this stage, though. Not well. Oh no, I can't. I can't now, can I? Because I am in the wrong place. I have to get those things to come down. I was just about giving up on this thing coming back. I'm bleeding away my lives. Playing CD music over the gameplay footage tapes. Right on. I don't know that I ever thought to do that. That's a little bit more sophisticated than I think ever occurred to me. That for original Xbox footage. Wonder what happened to the old VHS tapes. I don't know, if you ever find them, it'd probably be quite a nostalgia trip. Done this stage a handful of times now. But, oh, I thought there was a one up over here on the side. I'm wrong. Yuck. No, I forgot about this guy. That hurts. Yeah, it's Australia again. Yeah, they kind of recycle Australia. How many have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 6, 9, 11. I've done 11 stages. That's over halfway through the game. This is definitely my best run. But here's the thing. I really don't know how to do any of these other stages. I don't think I've ever even been over here to this one. Or the one below it. Oh, we have another raid coming in. Fantastic. Welcome in, raiders. Hey, Zinshan. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you for the good luck raid. Definitely need good luck. Definitely need good luck. This is a very, very tricky game. Pray. I hope that treated you well. Hope you had a good stream. I have been over to this stage once. I think this is actually a bonus stage, too. There are no enemies, but I was not able to solve the maze of the stage. One up, very nice. So this is the Adventures of Dr. Franken on the Super Nintendo. It is pretty bogus. It's almost a great game, but it has some frustrating flaws that really make me disappointed with the overall project. This is a really cool level, like, visually. I love the aesthetic of it. I was hugging the wall. I disagree. Prey's been good. I'm playing the 06 version. How's Dr. Franken? Yeah, painful this game is. Painful. It's a shame, because I went into it wanting to love it. Because I really like, there's a couple Game Boy games. Dr. Franken 1 and 2 on the Game Boy. I really like those games. And so, I was hoping that this was going to be like a real treat for me, and like a real treasure. And sadly... It's a game that's almost amazing, but just ruined by a couple of frustrating aspects. Music's really cool. That's one of the things I like about it. It's one of the things I really like about it. Tip, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Things are going well. Things are going all right for me. Very busy with the new baby. So that's eating into my time a little bit. But it's a good problem to have, of course. I think I need to step away a couple moments, actually, my friends. I'm sad. I'm really sad that this run is not gonna make it, because there's no way I clear 7 more stages on the lives I have left. So really sad that I know I'm gonna lose all my progress. But let me go ahead and hit start. We'll go to this stage here next. I've never seen this stage before. I've never had access to this one. So we'll do this one when I come back. Yeah, we had a, thank you for the congrats. Yeah, we had a baby boy. He's like 2.5 weeks old now. Almost Yeah, almost 3 weeks. Can you do a save state? I would never do a save state, Mark. I don't believe in those. I like doing things authentically. I couldn't even if I wanted to because I'm on old hardware. I'm on an actual NES or actual SNES. So even if I wanted to, it wouldn't be on the table for me. No, I just have to. I just have to keep replaying the game and keep losing my. Uh, I just have to keep losing my progress until I get good enough to beat it. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. I hope he's super healthy forever. I love that for you. Hey, thank you, Zinshan. Very much appreciated. And yes, we're very happy. It's something we've been looking forward to for a really long time. So we are very much enjoying having him around. Did you ever leave your system on to keep progress in a game? I sure have. I sure have. Most notably, I think the last time I remember doing that, it was actually a long, long time ago. But to beat Ghost and Goblins on the NES, I made it up to the end of the second loop on Ghost and Goblins, and I struggled with it for several hours, and I just got so I was so stuck. I got so sick and tired of it that I left the machine running. I was playing it. It was my day off work, and I was playing it. I'd been playing it all day long, but my wife Jelly, she had to work that day, so I had the house to myself. I was playing Ghosts and Goblins all day, and she came home from work, and I'd been struggling with it all day long. And I said, "Don't take your shoes off. We're going out to eat." I said, I'm so mad. I have to go get some food." And we went. I think we went to the Olive Garden and had a big meal. And I came home and I went directly to bed. And I just left the console on, and I didn't play it again till the next morning. And I woke up and I beat it right away. And when I was right at the end, like at the last boss, I went and I woke Jelly up. I said I'm gonna beat this game, and I need you to be awake so someone else can see it, so I won't be the only person that knows I did it. And I made her come out into the living room and watch me beat the game at like 5 a.m. in the morning. Uh, you'll be amazing, parents. Zinshan says, "I'm gonna lurk and gear up for bed. Good luck on Franken." Thank you, Zinshan. Very sweet of you to say. I hope you're right. I definitely hope you're right. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the raid, and I hope you sleep well. Thank you for the good luck too. I ruined a Dreamcast power supply doing that because you didn't have the VMU. Oh, I never thought about that. I never thought about burning out the power supply. All right, so I need to take a BRB. I need to step away. I don't remember if I said, but let me step away for just a moment, my friends. I need to take the dog out for a restroom break. He's due for that, so I'm gonna be gone for about 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna take the dog out. I'm gonna check in with Jelly and see if she or the baby man need anything, and so I'll be gone about 10 or 15 minutes hopefully at the worst. I'll see you again very shortly.